Why can't you have a little common sense? Why does a chicken water pour up to your head? Why don't you listen when they tell you to do right? Why do you wake up in a cold sweat every night? Why is it your apartment always looks like shit? With broken glass and lots of trash, but you don't take care of none of it. Why do you think it always ends up like this? Like that's a joke, you're just taking a piss. Where think there's someone else that you can blame, that every child it ends up playing out the same. Why don't you have a little common sense? Why don't you have a little common sense? Why don't you have a little common sense? Why do the jokes always go right up to my head? Why can't I remember the fucked up things I did? Why do I always end up pissing in my bed? Why don't I remember the smart things I read? When I was young they told me to stay on my head. Make your wrong choices, yeah, and you'll end up dead. Why can't I have a little common sense? Why do I realize that I might end up dead? Why can't I have a little common sense? Why can't I have a little common sense? Why don't you 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 have a little common sense? Why don't I have a little common sense? Why don't I have a little common sense? Why don't I have a little common sense?